Well, it is a rainy, dreary, cold day here in Oklahoma. It's been raining from the time I woke up to right now. So it just kind of got me thinking about what are the greatest songs of all time that have rain in the title. I tried looking up some lists. I found some just random list of songs with rain in the title, but nothing that ranked them. So I am ranking the top songs. Since there are no other lists, this is the official list of songs ranked with the word rain in the title. I was going to do top 10, but when I told my wife about this, her first thought went to Blame It on the Rain by Milli Vanilli. So number 11 is Blame It on the Rain by Milli Vanilli. Not my favorite song, but it is catchy. It came out 1989. It also is one of the only Rain songs that hit number one on the Billboard Top 100. So I guess that counts for something, and we will include it. Number 11. Number 10, this one was questionable. I probably could have put a different song in here, but I didn't. So number 10 is No Rain by Blind Melon. Came out in 1993. It hit number 20 on the Billboard Top 100, so it didn't ever crack the top 10 or anything. But I am going to see Blind Melon live in concert at Red Rocks this summer. They're opening up for OAR, who's one of my favorite bands of all time. And I'm sure by the time we get to the concert, I will be primed. I will be at Red Rocks. I know, I think, two Blind Melon songs, so I'm sure when this song comes on, which I'm just about betting they're going to close with it, I will be singing at the top of my lungs to No Rain. So for that reason, I included it at number 10. Number 9, When It Rains, It Pours by Luke Combs, 2017. I'm not a huge modern country fan. However, this song is pretty catchy and pretty good. It's got over 1 billion downloads on Spotify. It hit number one on the country charts. It has like 750 million views on YouTube. So apparently a lot of people like the song. It's not just me, but not a bad song for country. Number 8, doing a complete 180 on this one. It is Rain by Sleep Token. I don't know if you know anything about Sleep Token. They are a British heavy metal band. You know, this song does not sound heavy metal. This is more of a metal ballad, I guess. The vocals on this song to me are amazing. They're as good as anybody on this list. I could probably put this song higher on the list, but because it came out in 2023, it's still pretty new. So I left it down at number 8. Always room to go up in the future as other rainy days happen. Sleep Token, though, they're masked, so they are anonymous. Nobody knows who the band members are. I've seen one interview with them. They changed his voice. It was the drummer. They changed his voice so you wouldn't be able to recognize it and figure out who they are. So there's like a dark, mysterious side to them. If you see them in concert, you have to see them in the dark because it's a show. It's kind of dark and eerie. They look like Dementors, in my opinion, from Harry Potter. The way they dress, the way they move, everything about them. So kind of creepy, but also, in my opinion, pretty cool. So give Sleep Token a shot. Check out Rain by Sleep Token. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Also, let me just know what you think of any of the other songs or where I missed or what you might have in your unofficial top 10 list. Number 7, I Wish It Would Rain Down by Phil Collins. I'd forgotten about this song until I started looking up songs that with rain in the title. Came out in 1990, hit number 3 on the Billboard Top 100. I listened to a lot of Phil Collins growing up. I always loved this song. I'd just forgotten about it. I added it to my Spotify, so I won't forget about it anymore. Great song. Also, Eric Clapton is the lead guitar player on this, so you can't go wrong with Eric Clapton and Phil Collins together. Also, watch the video. Just again, it's one of those early 90s videos that kind of nostalgic, kind of cool to watch. So, number 6, After the Rain by Nelson, 1990. These guys, if you watch this video, it will remind you of exactly what 1990 hair metal looked like. These guys had long blonde hair, shredding the guitar, girls around them. I always liked this song just from the first note on. We had this CD, and I probably wore this song. I got to think of the other Nelson song that I listened to all the time, but I probably could have switched this one, and I Wish It Would Rain down, but this one, I don't know. It was always catchy to me. I always loved it. Hit number 6 on the Billboard Top 100. I need to look up and see what the other songs above it were, because this was right in the prime of hair metal music. So just interested to see what else was above it in the charts. Number 5 is Fool in the Rain, Led Zeppelin, 1979. Hit number 21 on the Billboard Top 100. I'd kind of forgotten about this song until I was looking up Rain songs. And when I heard it, I'm like, oh, yeah, everybody knows this song. I don't know if I heard it growing up on, I don't know if my mom had a vinyl. I don't know if I heard it on jukeboxes. I definitely didn't hear it on the radio because we had country radio and FM radio growing up. But very good song. It also happened to be the last single released in the U.S. by Led Zeppelin before they disbanded. So kind of a cool fact about the song there. Number 4, one of my all-time favorites. If there weren't 3 other songs above it that are have Rain in the title that are really amazing, it definitely would have cracked the top 3 for me. It's Smoky Mountain Rain by Ronnie Milsap. Came out in 1980. I've always liked this song. I don't know if we had the 8-track. I think we had the vinyl. But I just grew up listening to this song. And Ronnie Milsap has some absolute bangers. So this, and I wouldn't have missed it for the world. But Smoky Mountain Rain is definitely one of the top 5 Rain songs of all time. It was ranked by Rolling Stones as number 96 on the top 100 country songs of all time. This was in 2014, so there's probably been some adds to that list, but in my opinion, this definitely ranks in the top 50 country songs of all time. So give it a listen. Smoky Mountain Rain. I also think that Tennessee made it one of their official state songs. I think Tennessee has several state songs, but Smoky Mountain Rain, I do believe, is one of their official state songs. Before I get to the top 3, I'm going to talk about some honorable mentions because I easily could have included these, especially instead of No Rain, but I didn't. So Here Comes the Rain Again by the Eurythmics. Kind of hard to say, Eurythmics. But that one could have been included. It's catchy from the get-go. I listened to it. I'm like, man, I hate to leave it off, but I had to. I Love a Rainy Night by Eddie Rabbitt. This was a tractor driving song. Couldn't skip it, but I never would skip it. Catchy, good song. Could have been in the top 10 as well. I'm Only Happy When It Rains by Garbage. I mean, a rock, grunge type Rain song. All these songs, a lot of Rain songs seem to happen in the 70s and 80s, so it was nice to see I'm Only Happy When It Rains, a 90s grunge song, come, but I just couldn't include it on the list. Who Will Stop the Rain by Creedence Clearwater. I wanted to include it, however, one of my top 3 is also a CCR song, and I just didn't want to include 2 Creedence Clearwater songs that had Rain in the title. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. I feel like this should have been there, but I don't know. I couldn't put it in, even though it definitely is an honorable mention. Easily could have been anywhere in the top 10. Set Fire to Rain, Adele, again, just decent song, but couldn't include it in the top 10 or 11. And Rain by Madonna, good song, but not going to make the top 10. So, number 3 is Have You Ever Seen the Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival. 1971. Reached number 8 on the Billboard Top 100. However, I think in most people's opinion, this song is probably one of the better songs of all time. If we're talking about top 500, top 100 songs, this song's always included. As far as Rain songs, I think just about anybody would have it in their top 3. Number 2, this could have been number 1 had it not been for one song that was just a little bit better and edged it out. November Rain, Guns N' Roses, 1992. One of my favorite hair metal songs of all time, one of my favorite hair metal bands of all time. Doesn't get any more iconic than November Rain. Reached number 3 on the Billboard Top 100. Reached number 3 on the Billboard Top 100. And at the time, it was the longest song to ever reach the top 10 in Billboard Top 100. Also, it's just a killer video. I liked the whole Use Your Illusions 1 and 2 album. This was in the prime of hair metal, and I don't know, I've always loved Guns N' Roses. Number 1, doesn't get any better than this. Purple Rain by Prince, 1984. I remember watching the movie. I don't think I've seen the movie since, but I remember watching the movie when it came out. It was like one of those ABC Sunday night or Saturday night movies. I need to watch it again. I've always loved the song Purple Rain. It reached number 2 on the charts. It never cracked number 1 because of a specific song, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go by Wham. If you seriously think Wake Me Up Before You Go Go is a better song than Purple Rain, you really need to check your music. No, I mean, you can have your own opinions about music, of course, but fact is, it's not a better song than Purple Rain. Did you know Purple Rain was actually meant to be a country song? He wrote it to be a country song. He sent it to Stevie Nicks. He wanted to collaborate with Stevie Nicks and make it a country song. However, she was a little bit overwhelmed by the recording he sent, and she couldn't do it, so he recorded it as a rock song, and we're all glad that he did. Everybody tries to do a cover of the song. Like, you go to anywhere playing live music, somebody will play Purple Rain. And people do a good job of it, and it's always good to hear. It always, especially when we're drinking, listening to live music, gets you in your feels. But there's no cover that can even touch the way that Prince did it. The way he screams, the way he sings. You got to listen to it all the way through. Listen to the guitar solo. I don't know. It's just one of the best songs of all time. With or without the word rain in it, it ranks really high in the songs of all time. It also was the last song he performed live before his untimely death. So anyway, there you go. There is the official list of top 10 songs, including Rain in the title. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you had some other songs you thought should have been in there, or if you think these need rearranged. I don't know. This is my list, and it is official. Anyway, like, subscribe, and let's do this again. Thanks very much. Peace.